After a very long time, it's a real pleasure to see all of you here today from all over the country. I think because of the pandemic, we haven't been able to meet in more than 2 years now. And this year when we were making the plans, it was felt it would be less risky to do it in India this year rather than trying to do it somewhere else. We have more control over more variables here. And as all of you know, in these times of uncertainty, trying to reduce the number of variables is always a good thing. So we're very happy after many years to be getting together with all of you in India, in Chennai, where Amaron was, you could say, born in Chennai in 2020. And now 22 years later, we're here to introduce the Rons. Right in the very beginning when we were designing Amaron, conceptualizing Amaron in the late 90s, then itself I had an idea that why don't we have a mascot? Because many great brands around the world have mascots. As you all know, from the very beginning we've never had a real brand ambassador for Amaron. Of course, for a short time we had Narayan Karthikeyan, still one of my favorite drivers in F1, but that was more because of our association with Formula One racing than with the celebrity. And one of the reasons why we try to stay away from celebrity endorsements is because sometimes it works very well as long as that celebrity is doing well and representing themselves well. It has a good rub-off on the brand. But, you know, human beings are human beings and we can't always control what happens. And sometimes it can be a bit of a risk also to be associated with someone if they're not shown in the right light. So we decided to put our money more towards good branding, good advertising, good commercials, rather than just paying individuals for brand endorsement. But now, 22 years later, the world is changing, Amararaja is changing, and Amaron also has to change to keep up with the rest of the world. Within Amararaja itself, there's a lot of generational change that has been taking place. There's been a very stable leadership for the past 22 years, but all of us are getting older, including myself, and now it's time for next generation to start coming in. So all of you have met my elder nephew Harshavardhana Gaudaneni, who is heading the lead-acid business of Amararaja, which means today mostly all the business that we have known till now, the lead-acid business, whether it's industrial, automotive, international, is all being looked after by Harsha. And Vikram Gaudaneni, my younger nephew, who many of you may not have met earlier, because he's focusing on the new energy business, which is equally important to us. We're planning to make very heavy investments, both in the lead-acid business as well as in the new energy business. There's going to be still quite some time, not only in India but even all over the world, before the IC engine is replaced completely. Many of you are already seeing the first of the electric vehicles being launched in India. Whether in four-wheeler or two-wheeler or three-wheeler space, they are making their entry. But from what we can tell, at least in the four-wheeler space, every electric vehicle also has a lead-acid battery, a low-voltage battery to power all of the electronics that are on board, and the electronics are increasing day by day. So whether it's electric vehicle or IC engine vehicle, the lead-acid battery is here to stay for quite some more time, is our belief. So these are two very different markets that we're pursuing, not necessarily one at the cost of the other. We believe both of them will grow very well, and we're looking at tying up technology in the lithium-ion space. I think maybe Vikram will talk a little bit more about that. We're also looking at expanding quite a bit in lead acid and brand Amaron. Harsha will talk more about that. But when we are, last year when both of them joined me on the board, when we were talking to the analysts and other stakeholders, we introduced the concept of energy and mobility. Till now, we've been a battery company, but going forward, we're going to be an energy and mobility company. And the RONs, as you can see, are supposed to represent electrons or energy. They have the what do they call it? The rings, the energy rings that look like an atomic energy rings that they fly in. They provide the energy into all the products that they're associated with. So we're very excited about the TV commercial that's going to be launched soon. It's under works. And we're also very happy with the RONs to be our official spokesperson. Very happy to hear from all of you as the night goes on. What do you think about the RONs? Thank you very much. Now let me introduce again Harsha Gaurineni, the Executive Director of the lead acid business from Amaron Batteries.
Good evening, everyone. So what you've seen is the first glimpse at our new mascot. What it stands to represent and how it evolves is something that we all get to build together. And more so, I'm glad that after this 2-year gap, we've been able to all meet. We'll be able to interact over the course of the next 1.5 days. I'm looking forward to your visit to our manufacturing plants, where I think you'll see a lot of change in both our process capabilities, you seeing where your products are coming from, how they're made, what advancements have come, and of course, a true commitment to a sustainable business, whether it's to environment or to the continuity of our products. So, looking forward to that, and of course, looking forward to sharing feedback tomorrow. So, thank you for being here. I know it's been a long gap, and excited for what's to come tomorrow. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I don't want to add too much. I think Harsha and Jay already gave a great introduction on this. All I'll say is, these next few days are about Amaron. And I think together, hand in hand, we've grown our businesses very well on the back of this wonderful Amaron lead-acid battery product. But I think what we're very excited to share with you over the next 2 days is that brand Amaron will start to transcend any single product segment, any single battery segment. And I can guarantee you that long after the lead-acid battery and even the lithium-ion battery, brand Amaron will continue to be going strong across several product segments. And both the Amaron Group and all of you, our trusted partners, will continue working together for many decades to come and continuing to build this wonderful brand of Amaron. Thanks so much.
I request all of you to please stay back on the stage for a quick moment. I think Ron's look very futuristic. He looks smart, adorable, and